Good morning, traders. Welcome to Beyond Profile. Today is Wednesday, and it is May 18th, 2011. Market a little bit higher than yesterday's close, although we've retraced most of it in the overnight session here. When we look at the NASDAQ, you'll see that had a little bit more potent move. It almost got to our 50 level. We were talking about seeing a retracement back to that. I think we're headed to the 53s today, and I'll show you why. The S&P yesterday put in, again, a nice looking tail candle here that looks like, again, it wanted to hold. Nice bottoming tail, if you will. And the market in the overnight, because of Dell's earnings, Dell kind of knocked it out of the park. And, everything kind of pulled up here. And it was, really a surprise after HPQ's earnings yesterday. That was a shocker for the markets. So, what are we doing today? Well, if you remember, right, we were talking about the 27 area being a big kahuna here for the markets, and we're still flirting with this level. You can see we're, right actually below it slightly here from yesterday's area, and we're still working this area. What you'd really want to see if you're bullish on the markets is you don't really want to see that low from yesterday go out, okay? You want to see that hold on. I think if we start closing back below it again, we get some sort of retracements back down into that area of the market. And again, remember, we broke the balance area that we've been trading in, which, again, this is an imbalanced state. Is this the retest of that area to get short is the question. All right, based on the way we see that the markets facilitated trade in the overnight, we'd have to say that's probably the higher probability because they didn't hold on to any of those gains from the overnight. Let's look at the NASDAQ. You can see this a little clearer because of the move back into these prior areas. As you can see that, again, we're holding on to the high volume 26s. Right now, we're currently trading at yesterday's value area high, 35. So we're out of value from yesterday to the plus side. Right, to the plus side. So I'm thinking we can get a retracement back into this 51 to 53 area on a retrace. That would probably be our short signal to get short to see if we can make the leg down into the next value area down here on the NASDAQ. Because remember, this is broken. This is our new stage. We'll call it stage 4 because it's rebalancing the initial vertical move anyways here. So it's rebalancing all of this here. So a tepid bounce would be a lower high against this prior area of support. And depending upon how far we go, again, I'm looking at that 50. I had a number last night, 50s. I missed it by like 2 ticks because it was, 48 and change. We should get a bounce off these 35s this morning. It's pre-market 8:30 here, off the 35s, probably back to 40ish. We're out of value right now, anyways, on a 5-minute time frame. So, if we look at the 3-minute chart here, you can see what is the NASDAQ doing. We're out of value. Here's the value area high from yesterday, 34.75s, and this we either got to get pulled back to 41s here, or this whole thing is going to make a shift down and get acceptance. If it gets acceptance, then we're on our way back up. So right now, this is, again, this is a long scalp area, if you will, from the 35 area. To take it back up into these little minor areas, you can pick up about 3 points here, and then back if we get all the way to the value area, that's 5 points. So it's about 3 to 5 point scalp here until we decide what's going to happen with this value area this morning. We're going to get accepted, or a price going to roll right back up into it. Just like the S&P here, it's back to settlement from yesterday. You can see that on the smaller time frame chart where we at. We're actually back inside of yesterday's value area at 27's magical number, right? And we have demand stepping in at 25 and a quarter here pre-market at 8:30. So, but again, resting supply 27. This one doesn't have as much lift. It doesn't look like, as you're going to run right back into those 27 numbers on the top side, which again for the markets would be a big uncle point, if you will, for that. So we're going to be watching today any rallies, looking for divergences. This may be the opportunity to get short for the rest of the week to see if we can make that next leg down. Sort of like the train that was trying to go up the hill. Declining volume on the bounce, somewhat of a bear flag tendencies, if you will, and then just collapse on its own weight to new lows again into this area for both not only the NASDAQ but also the S&P down to the 1300 level. All right. That is it for today, folks. If you haven't gotten in the room yet, be sure that you sign up for a free trial for the room. We'll see you there.